Alright folks, a couple of stories in the sidebar which are about the FBI and which I think really shine a light on how the FBI operates. The first is entitled FBI Charges 22 over alleged foreign bribery. And it's a story about 150 FBI agents who were involved in a sting operation. Some people were arrested after trying to bribe the Minister of Defence of an African country. Except of course the Minister of Defence was fictitious because the FBI had made him up, and his sales agent, who the accused had paid money to, was an FBI agent. I thought this was just a good example of how the FBI operate. They infiltrate groups and then provocateur them to carry out criminal acts and then arrest them. We've seen this with various terror cells that have been infiltrated. Going back to the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, when the FBI were handling an informant who infiltrated the group of potential terrorists, provocateured them, and then even providing them with equipment that they needed to carry out the attack. And we've seen it again with terror cells since 9/11. There's a link to an article about that in the sidebar. So that's how the FBI operate. They set people up and they use informants to provocateur groups to incite them to commit criminal acts. The second article in the sidebar is to a story about the FBI themselves committing criminal acts, and it's entitled FBI Fabricated Terror Emergencies to Get Phone Records. So the FBI basically broke the law, made up some fake terror emergencies so that they could have access to people's phone records, including journalists from the Washington Post and the New York Times. Completely criminal and an infringement of civil liberties. I think both of these stories really show how the FBI operates and the really fine line between criminality and those who are supposed to protect us from the criminals. Cheers.